Love, peace, and light. Christina Ariel here. Just want to ask a question. How many of you have ever seen a shapeshifter? I mean, up close and personal. Real life. Like, let's talk about it. In my experience, it happened so fast that at first when you see something like it, your eyes and your brain are like having a conversation, or I guess you're having a conversation with yourself and you're asking, nah, what was that? Was that real? Did we see what we saw? Did their face just contort like that for real, for real? Or did I just imagine that? Maybe I just imagined it. Because the human psyche, or what we think to be the human psyche, wants to talk you out of what you saw. It's almost like you've learned to be your own mild-mannered gatekeeper, so to speak, or handler. And you want to say that the things that you see, or the thing that you saw, or the things that you experience of the supernatural, the supernatural being or experience is not quite real somehow. Or at least that's what, you're told by the people around you. When we were little, right? And we were told that we had an overactive imagination. So we kind of just, excuse me, allowed others to tell us what we saw or didn't see. But now, see, we're adults. And now things are getting a lot more serious. Because now we know there's a different world out there. We know there are so many different realms. There are so many different realms and so many different ways to get caught up. So we have to always be awake or aware and firing on all cylinders. And never ever. I have to say, like when I first got started in church, or it wasn't so much church as it was the Hebrew Israelites. I won't even talk about the specific name of the group that I was with, because that doesn't matter. But what I was told was, don't you want to see, I remember someone approached me about something and they said, well, do you think you handled that right? Because don't you want to see your sister or your brother is higher than you? And I was thinking, why would I want to see anybody higher than me? Like, I don't mean that in a, bad way or anything, but I'm just as high as anyone else. I would never want to make myself less than anyone. That makes no sense to me, because that allows you to get played or fumbled, because people generally like people to think less of themselves, so it's easier to take advantage of them. So I don't know. I get caught up on verbiage. When people speak, it's very, very important to listen to them. And then while you listen to them, watch their body language and their inflection of their voices, and how they say things and with what intent. Because sometimes, in case you haven't been paying attention to secular news or mainstream news, a lot of the people that get unalived, it should have known it was coming. And I bet you 9 times out of 10, they looked up at some point and saw that person looking at them with utter and complete disgust. If you look up at somebody, unbeknownst to them, and they're looking at you so intently that they don't notice that you're looking at them, and they're looking at you in utter contempt, I think you should cut whatever trip short that you took them on or they took you on. So, people can't contain their hatred for other people. They give themselves away. So why is it we explain things away, things that would have and could have saved our lives? Don't do that. I'm speaking even to the beloved. Pay attention. Just because you have a purpose and you're working in your purpose doesn't mean that you are at any point unable to be hurt or harmed. You have to pay attention to these things. There's light and there's dark. There are people that want to stay dark. They want the whole world to be dark. People and entities, you understand? There are people that move in this realm and they don't even know. They no longer are controlling themselves. They're being controlled. You understand? At any time you don't have anything in this vessel called the avatar or the body, you leave it free to be operated or driven by something or someone else. Pay attention as you move in the world. And this is not fear mongering, it's just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people in your life and the people that you talk to. Just be aware. Just be very, very aware. Namaste.